Welcome to the Triumph Fundamentals Weekly Insight Podcast. Each week, we'll sit down with President and CEO of Triumph, Jim Horn, as he shares experiences, insight, and stories that drive home the importance of the 31 fundamentals that make Triumph the best-in-class employee-owned company it is today. Listen as Jim compares two stories to drive home fundamental number 6, be easy to work with.
What comes to mind when you hear be easy to work with? What comes to my mind is being honest and trustworthy, being a good communicator, building a rapport, making everyone's job easier, being personable, being a team player, and going above and beyond what's expected. Not hiding behind any email or instant messaging and avoiding gossip and negativity. Let me tell you two quick stories, and this will be the tale of two opposing stories. The first story is about a project we were awarded back in the early 90s. It was a fast-track project, and we subsequently found out was underbid by the project manager. The project manager decided that he would not tell anybody about his mistake and pushed the field to bring it in under the estimate. He gave the field some unrealistic goals, and when they weren't meeting those goals, he would blame it on them. The field soon found out the truth and were very upset that the project manager was being dishonest with them, and it became very difficult to trust him going forward. The second story is about a project that we were awarded about the same time frame. This project was a heavy power installation at Al Lang's Products in Newark, Delaware. The project consisted of 6 2500 kVA transformers feeding 6 4,000 amp switchboards. Shortly after the bid went in, the word on the street was that Triumph bought the job. The project manager that had bid the job had left out the 4,000 amp main circuit breakers in all 6 switchboards. What he did next was a true lesson in leadership. He called a meeting with the field crew and told them that he blew the bid, and he asked for their help and for any suggestions they may have that could help reduce the losses on the project. The crew went home that night with their thinking caps on. The superintendent came in the next day after plowing through the code book all night with a recommendation. The project was bid using rigid galvanized conduit from the transformers to the switchboards. The superintendent recommended, if approved by the customer, to run PVC conduit from the transformers to the switchboard in lieu of the GRC. In addition, the code allowed you to install each phase in separate conduits if there was no metal at all between the conduits. This installation also reduced the number of conduits required as well. This was subsequently approved by the customer, and the project turned out far better financially than the project manager had originally figured in his bid. Field crew went out of their way to help this project manager because of his honesty and respect for them. What project manager would you find it easier to work with? Lesson learned. It always pays to be honest and admit when you're wrong. It'll go a long way with everyone you work with. It'll make you a better person and a far better leader. When your coworkers find out that you are easy to work with and there is mutual respect, they will run through a wall for you.